Hello everybody and welcome to our Amazon gaming system, the A1. This system is designed for one thing and one thing only, getting you started on your brand new gaming journey. We tried to price this near the price of a console at about $399 with no operating system. Well, what do you get? Well, you get a quad-core AMD processor. Quad-core is insanely important for running video games these days, as most games won't run without 4 cores now, so quad is what you're looking for there. With the system you get 8GB of RAM, kind of the staple for these days. Anything less than 8GB tends to be frowned upon, but it's a very, very good benchmark to start off with, and you can always upgrade it in the future. You also get a 1TB Blue WD hard drive, so you get to store all of those games with no worries about memory. This is also easily upgradable in the future, so if you want to put a second hard drive in there, there are still SATA ports left for you to be able to plug a hard drive in. If you're uncomfortable doing that yourself, you can always go to a computer PC specialist, and they should be able to do it for around £20 to £25, as long as you've bought the components already. So, the crowning glory of this, it's not its RAM, it's not its quad-core processor, it's this bad boy. This is the Radeon R7 370. It's a mid-range graphics card, but what makes it so special is that unlike most gaming graphics cards, this one has 4GB of GDDR5 RAM. To put that into perspective, most high-end graphics cards in the best of gaming PCs normally only have about 4GB of RAM, with only the very extreme ones going up to about 6. So what we're running here on the left-hand side of your screen is Heaven Benchmark. Heaven Benchmark is an artificial graphics test that's used to determine how good a graphics card performs. In this particular case, we're hitting a steady 60 frames per second, a staple of any good gaming PC. The more frames that you have, the smoother the gameplay is. Most consoles are locked to 30 frames per second in most games, unless normally specified. With PCs though, it's kind of a staple to always be around 60 frames per second. We're also on medium settings, which is about the same settings that they use for most consoles on most games. If you want to have graphical prowess, you can still stick the settings onto high. You'll just be getting slightly less frames a second, maybe 40 to 50. However, that's not a problem, as it's still going to be at least 20 frames per second higher than you're going to be getting from a console. So if you're tired of your console and you want to convert to PC gaming, this is probably one of the better ways to go about it. Here at Dino PC, we are a staple for quality. We like to use quality components in our machines. Even on our low-budget gaming systems, this is still true. We have a Corsair power supply, probably the most reliable power supply manufacturer there is. WD make the hard drive. AMD make the RAM, the CPU, and the graphics card. Everything in here is made by the right people for your first gaming rig. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Dave from Dino PC, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.